We yesterday, while we were prepping for this interview, watched the first video that you ever uploaded on your channel.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Welcome to episode 2 of Self-Taught. This is a show where we interview members of Samsung's Team Galaxy to get a better understanding of how they became full-time creators. Every creator that we talk to is pretty unique, and there's no general playbook for how to make it as a creator. But we feel like these conversations really help pull some lessons that we can use, as well as all of you who are interested in becoming creators.
Today we're interviewing a YouTube creator named Amanda Rach Lee. She first started uploading to YouTube when she was 14 years old back in 2013. And since then, her channel and her business have changed dramatically. She now has almost 2 million YouTube subscribers, major brand partnerships, and her own line of stationery and notebooks.
And she's only 21.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. Amanda's videos guide people through journaling in an effort to promote habits that encourage productivity and just wellness.
Can we just watch like 15 seconds right now together to
with like a nice track,
kind of enjoy? Yeah, because it's a very calming experience. So let's all just kind of tap into it. I mean, I feel more relaxed.
And I didn't even have to journal. So imagine if you actually follow along with her and journal like she does.
I organized and color-coded my clothes on Saturday night.
Wow, we are 31 years old.
Yes, that was my big activity.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
I meal prepped, so.
What did you guys do?
Yeah, what did you do? Amanda's trajectory as a creator and the business that she's now developed is super inspirational to us. And there's a lot of amazing things that you can take from this interview if you yourself want to become a creator or just run your own business. Before we get into this incredible and insightful interview, we just want you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. So without further ado, here is our interview with Amanda Rach Lee.
Well, Amanda, welcome to the show. This show is called Self-Taught. We're really excited to talk to you, primarily because you've been doing this for so long.
I have been on YouTube for almost half of my life, which is very weird to say, but yeah, I do feel a little bit like a grandma on the internet.
So tell us about those first videos and even just that first decision to start uploading to YouTube.
Even as a kid, there was videos of me 5 or 6 years old at our family vacations, and I was the one manning the camera, making these family vlogs. Obviously back then vlogs didn't exist, but in my head I was capturing memories. So I guess I've always had something creative in me. When I first started on YouTube, I was 14 or 15 in my freshman year of high school, and I was honestly just bored. I had been a YouTube watcher for such a long time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. This is my first video, so it might turn out crappy. I did not expect it to become anything. I was making more beauty, fashion, lifestyle content. Wasn't really taking it seriously.
Hey guys, so the other day I actually reached 50 subscribers.
And by the end of high school, my channel was small to medium, but it definitely wasn't large enough to take it full time. I wish I could do a meetup, but I don't think that many people would come. So maybe in the future, when I have more subscribers. I had plans to go to university, but before then I was like, you know what, let's just take this year, see what could happen if I just put 100% in just for that 1 year, and if all else fails, I can always just continue going to school. That's when I really started experimenting with content, integrating more of the art stuff that you see now on my channel, and just seeing what works and really being consistent with my channel.
I am super excited for today's video because it is actually going to be a sequel to one of the most popular videos on my channel to date, which is my calligraphy and hand lettering for beginners.
And I had intended to go back to school, but by the end of that year, the channel had grown to a point where I was like, you know what, let's try to take this full time.
Were there metrics though that you were looking at? Oh, once I cross 1 million subscribers, then I'll feel comfortable going full time? Or was it just, the validation of people around you and an internal feeling?
I don't know if it was metrics because, personally, I don't think there is a specific number. Everyone has their own pathway and what they need in order to go full time. The most obvious one is when I was financially able to sustain myself through the earnings that I made through YouTube. I'm sure you guys know AdSense is like the smallest portion of any creator's income. When brand deals and sponsorships started coming in, that was definitely my main source of income and still is to this day.
Yeah, with that said, what did it mean for you to go into a partnership with a company like Samsung?
Yeah, Samsung was definitely the first, I think, partnership that was on this scale of this size, and I was so excited about it. And the main thing that I was excited about was I could tell that they were really interested in keeping what makes my channel unique. Like, I do a lot of lettering and calligraphy on my channel, so obviously with the Galaxy Note line of phones, there's a pen in it, so it was a very natural fit. A lot of my content has to do with the Note. So I drew up a little thing about like the Emmys and TV, and it ended up being like a commercial spot during the Emmys, which was so sick.
Hey guys, I'm Amanda Rach Lee, and today I'm making artwork on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus for the new fall season on Fox, inspired by my love of TV shows.
The one thing that's interesting is for me, like when we became a part of Team Galaxy was one of the first times that my dad was like, oh, I get what you do now. This major brand is backing the videos you make. That was like a sense of validation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the biggest turning point was when everyone else in my life also kind of agreed, like, oh yeah, this is what you're supposed to be doing. That was kind of also like good validation for me as well, even though I knew personally in my head.
Outside of brand deals like the one she has with Samsung, Amanda has pioneered what merch looks like for creators.
Yeah, I think the thing that's interesting is she's kind of part of the group that's moving away from traditional merch and more into launching a business.
The website, look at it. She's ready to go for you guys. We have our doodle planner.
So she shows that not all creators are equal when it comes to merchandise. Not every creator should sell a t-shirt. She found the product that is perfect for her specific audience.
And obviously the audience is large for it. She made a video about setting up her 2020 planner that has almost 3 million views.
It's amazing that a topic that you may consider really niche actually can still hit 3 million people.
So audience definition can a lot of times help business definition. When you first started talking about or making content around productivity and around journaling, was that your plan? Or did it just happen naturally that you were able to launch a product based on the content?
I never thought that I could come out with my own brand of stationery, but people literally on my comments on my videos every day would ask me like, oh, you should sell these, you should sell this, like especially asking me like what supplies I use, what notebooks I use, all of that. So it did kind of seem like a natural fit eventually once I saw that the need was there.
How many notebooks have you sold, do you know?
Yes, I have sold, I mean, yeah, it's obviously the thing that people come to for my channel a lot, but there's definitely many people with my stationery out there, and it's really cool.
So right now there's also a community that's becoming fans of her stationery brand, and it's possible that someone gifts someone else a journal and they've never even watched one of her videos.
Are you thinking about gifting me a journal?
No, and they're...
I thought that's where you were going with that.
I actually would like a journal.
Same. We should make a purchase. We should buy one.
Okay.
Here's an overlay of us buying her journal.
Maybe we should buy extras for people for like holiday gifts.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so we bought some journals. So when you have merchandise like this, you can actually have a community of people who can find your content through the product rather than just finding the product through your content. And over time, she's probably going to develop such a good following for her stationery brand that one day if she decides to stop making YouTube videos, she can still have a healthy business.
This source of revenue diversifies her business. And when your business is diversified, you don't have to rely on one single source for income, and it takes some of the stress off of you as a creator. And most likely that will result in her having a long-lasting career as a creator because she's avoiding burnout. I think it would be interesting for a lot of aspiring creators to know sort of the scope of your team. Like, what are the roles in a creator business like yours?
Yeah, I mean, the main, for like the channel wise, I have an editor, obviously. I think that's kind of the first hire that a lot of YouTube channels will get, and it is a game changer. I also have a management team, 1 or 2 people on my team, and they're awesome. And then for the shop, we have like 3-ish people, and that ranges from social media marketing help, some freelance videographers, as well as customer service, and obviously like back end sort of things.
If someone were to just decide that they want to start a YouTube channel tomorrow and they want that to be their job, what advice would you give to that person as they're starting to try and find their voice and find out what type of content to make?
Niche content is great, and I think not enough people talk about that. Like for me, like who would have thought that like me writing stuff in a notebook and like planning would be appealing to a large audience, but it is.
Hello guys, I am finally back from the meetup, and I literally, as soon as I walked into the door, I started crying.
And other than that, I think just like sticking to it. A lot of people I think get really impatient on YouTube because they see so many other creators going viral within like a month, or seeing people blow up on YouTube. And like for me, that didn't happen at all. It took me like 4 years to even get to like 100,000 subscribers or something. If you're sticking to it, and if you would be doing it regardless of the numbers, then that's kind of a good way to go into it. Just kind of making sure that you stay true to yourself regardless, so that you'll be proud no matter what the results end up being.
If someone were to call you self-taught, would you find that to be accurate?
I guess it just depends on what they're referring to in terms of like my artistic skills. I went to an art program in high school, so obviously I had teachers and I learned things along the way. But in terms of YouTube and building a business and doing this weird job, definitely self-taught. I think most YouTubers are, because there's not really like a course you can take on it, or teachers that can teach you specific things. Everyone's channel is so unique that everyone's gonna face their own battles and struggles and things that they have to deal with. So yeah, I think every creator is kind of self-taught in a way.
I can't wait to keep making videos for you guys, keep drawing with you guys, doodling along. Thank you guys, I love you, and keep doodling.
All right, Amanda, well, thanks so much for joining us, and definitely go check out Amanda. I'm telling you, just watch her fill out her planner. It's one of the most enjoyable things
Mesmerizing.
in the world. It's mesmerizing. It's
Thank
so
you
fun to watch.
guys. It was nice talking to you.
All right, Amanda, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, so that's it for episode 2 of Self-Taught. Thanks so much to Amanda for taking the time to talk to us. We definitely pulled a ton of lessons that we're gonna use in our business from her, and we hope you guys did the same. And thank you to everyone who's watching at this point of the video.
Lastly, thank you to Samsung for always supporting our creativity. In this episode, as well as in all of the episodes of Self-Taught, we've been using the Galaxy Buds Live to communicate with our guests. We use the Buds Live every day. They sound great and fit really well in your ears, so we're really excited to give you an opportunity to win a pair. To be in the running, you have to leave a comment with some advice for staying productive. We'll then use a random comment picker to choose the winner, and that winner will be announced next week on our Instagram story.
Episode 3 of Self-Taught is coming up with one of our favorite creators, Cool Man Coffee Dan. He's an awesome animator, and we can't wait to show you guys this conversation that we had with him. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like the video, put something in the comments, and we will see you next week. Peace.